Good afternoon, ladies and gentles, the lords and ladies, and all you other scurvy scallywags and rapscallions and other folks. Welcome to a LiFT theater production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Awesome. And so today is a very, very special day. We are obviously recording, so for your viewing entertainment. Because we are recording, you are required to laugh. Yes, yes. If you want to laugh it up, if you want to say huzzah or hooray, that's all fine too. If we are terrible, please boo at us. Or blow us the raspberries. Do whatever you need. Just don't throw things at us. That's not cool. The more you interact with us, the more we interact with you. That's how we as a theater group kind of operate. So if you have fun, we have fun. You know, the more the merrier, and everything will have everybody will have a grand old time as long as you are laughing. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll begin momentarily once I get my cues from... good. We'll begin immediately then. So thank you for coming and enjoy the show.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. It lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out the young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I shall wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be thee, my lord Theseus.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This one has my consent to marry my daughter. Stand forth, Lysander. This one has bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes. You have interchanged with my daughter tokens of sweet love. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love. You have stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, trifles, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. Thou hast with cunning filched the heart of my child, turned her obedience, which is due to me, into hardened stubbornness. My good lord, be it so, she will not give her consent in front of thy grace to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient tradition of Athens, as she is mine to dispose of, whether it be to this gentleman or to her death according to the law immediately as proposed in this situation.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax. By him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In herself she is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty here, with such a presence to plead my thoughts. But I entreat your grace, do tell me, what is the worst that may befall me if I refuse to wed Demetrius?
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they that so master their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for I, austerity and single life.
Oh, relent, sweet Hermia, and license to yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
Demetrius, you have her father's love. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he has my love. And what is mine, my right to yield. And as she is mine, all of my rights to her, I do estate to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he is, well possessed. My love is more than his. My possessions are as every way is fairly ranked. If that is not with vantage with Demetrius, and what is more than all these boasts can make. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I then not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and having won her soul, she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfilled with self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow, my lord.
How now, my love? Why are your cheeks so pale? How do the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I thought that I could ever read or ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, cross! Too high to be enthralled to low.
Or it was misgrafted in respective years, or,
Oh, spy too old to be engaged to young.
or it was different in respect of blood.
Oh, hell. To choose love by another's eyes?
Or if there was sympathy in a choice, war, death, and sickness did lay siege upon it, making it as momentary as sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, and brief as the lightning in the colleague night. And then a spleen unfold both heaven and earth, and if a man hath the power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, and so short things do come to confusion.
If ever true love first were ever thwarted, let it be a... Let it stand as an edict in destiny. For it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she has no child. Her house is remote 7 leagues from Athens, and she regards me as her only child. There, may I marry thee, Hermia? There the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth from thy father's house tomorrow night, and meet me a league without the town in the wood, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do an observance of May. There will I wait for thee.
Oh, good Lysander, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prosperous loves, by all the vows that ever men have broken, number more that women have spoke, by the fire that burned the Carthage queen in the Trojan under sail that was seen, In the place that thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
I will wait for thee, Hermia. Here comes Helena.
Helena! Godspeed, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. And Demetrius loves your fair. Happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars and your tongue sweet air. More tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, or favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, then my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Helena, his folly is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take care, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. From the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens a paradise to me. Oh, in what graces my love do dwell, that she hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. When Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decked with liquid pearls and beaded brass, a time when lovers escape doth self-conceal. Through Athens' gate we have devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose bed were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight, from lovers' food till deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helen! Adieu! As you dote on Demetrius, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know at all, but he do know. And as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wings keep it painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment, taste, wings, and no eyes, figures unheeding haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Here is a scroll of every man's name is thought fit through all Athens to play an hour interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night. First, Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point. Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, no.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves. Enter as I call you, Mick Bottom, the weaver. Ready? Oh, thank you. Name what part I am for and proceed. Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus. What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant? A lover that kills himself most gallant for love. That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. Francis, I could play Aircles rarely, or a part to Terracadon, to make all split. Francis Flute. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. And Phoebus's car shall shine from afar and make and mar the foolish fates.
Oh! Wonderful.
Francis Flute. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This was more Aircles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover's is more condoling. Francis Flute, the bellows bender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
Oh, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay! Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, it's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will. And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe! Oh, Pyramus, lover dear! My Thisbe dear and lady dear! No, no, you must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe. Well, proceed. Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince!
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snell, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince!
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lines written? Pray thee, if it be, give it me, for I am a slow study.
Oh, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring!
Roar!
Let me play the lion too! I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again! Oh, but you should do it too terribly! You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies. They would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all!
That would hang us. Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as 'twere any sucking dove. I will roar you as 'twere any nightingale. You must play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, like one would see on a summer's day, a most gentlemanlike man, and therefore you must needs play Pyramus. Well, I will undertake it.
Oh, thank God. All right.
What beard were I best to play it in? Why, what you will. I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange-tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown, your perfect yellow. Well, some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you shall play it barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me at the Palace Wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we shall rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not. We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu. At the Duke's oak, we meet. Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve thy fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioners be, put in their gold coats not to see, 'cause those be rubies, those be favors,
and sweeter than her old savors. But I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lava spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king holds his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I'm mistaken your shape and making quite, or else you are a shrewd and knavish sprite. Called Robin Goodfellow, are not you he, that frights the maidens of the villagery? Skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife turn. But those at Hobgoblin call you in sweet puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile. Neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling this saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool, mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough, and all the choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth, and neeze and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress, would that he were gone.